Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode as I document my journey to $1 million revenue. Today I'll be discussing about time management techniques that I implement myself to help me be more productive and do more work as a business owner. So just a little bit of update on my journey to $1 million revenue. It's almost the end of the summer and we have started this journey last May. So we have exerted more marketing efforts and have some changes, like we started doing weekly newsletters. We have been consistent and doing and pushing out more content than previously, and we have been more strategic with our ads as well. We look and study results, and what we also did that change is like we have now a rhythm for checking our numbers. If you haven't watched those videos yet, you can click my previous videos. I will share the links down below. Today, I'll be sharing some tips on how I can save time and be more productive as a business owner. As a business owner, I think most of us, especially those who are managing small business or just starting up, or even if you don't have a big team or resources like me, you need a good system to manage your time and be more productive, because we as business owners wear many hats. I myself wear many hats. I'm the marketing director. I lead the social media. I have a team of social media content creators, and my team helps me with social media. But when it comes to finance, looking at finance, I do it myself. And of course, managing people, I have someone who manages the project, so that's out of my plate. But we still wear a lot more hats. So we have a lot of things on our plate that we need to do to scale up the business. Especially if you want to scale up the business, you just have to put in more effort, put in more time. And these are the techniques that I hope you will help you, because it has helped me as well. So my first tip is the Pomodoro Technique. What is the Pomodoro Technique? So Pomodoro Technique is slicing your work into 25-minute sections, like 25-minute blast or like power pack 25 minutes. And then you take a 5-minute break and then resume back to work, putting all your effort in that 25 minutes, another break, 5 minutes. And then once you have that 4 cycles, like 4 sets, you take a longer break by rewarding yourself with maybe half an hour break or an hour break. So that is the Pomodoro Technique. So what I do is, if I have to finish this task on my schedule, I make sure that I dedicate 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break, and then come back to that task or work after 25 minutes. So this Pomodoro Technique has helped me a lot. So that's something good, because then you have to then focus for 25 minutes, then take a break. My second technique that I use is the Eisenhower Matrix, developed by Eisenhower. So this technique is, let's separate the task to urgent and important, urgent but not important, important but not urgent, and neither important nor urgent. So what I do have a notebook. So I have a planner, and I always have a notebook where I call it my brain dump notebook, where I put all the tasks, and then once I write down all those tasks, then I label them important and urgent, or according to Dwight Eisenhower's metrics. So then it helps me pinpoint the things that I need to do. So then you can focus on the urgent and important, and the other things that are just important but not really urgent, you can delegate, and maybe delegate the not important and the not urgent to your team members. My third time-saving technique is called GTD, or getting things done. It's similar to how Marie Kondo arranges her things, and it's like arranging your tasks and their context to like batching them in. This is a marketing task, this is like your accounting task, and then maybe dedicating a time for just those topics. So then you can see those tasks in a list, and then you can easily knock them down according to a category. So it's easier for you to look like, let's say for me, there's a day for just marketing. So what I normally do on my marketing day, I dedicate half a day for marketing. So that means I have to look at all the social media posts. I sit and review our marketing calendar. I create blog posts. I post ideas. So those are categories under marketing. Meanwhile, I separate a day for just finance work. That means accounting work, looking at the revenue, looking at pending payments, and doing that work separately. So once you arrange according to those topics, you get more things done, and then you don't move from one category, one task to another. And when you also arrange your tasks according to categories, it looks cleaner. I like Marie Kondo style. I don't like a cluttered desk. I like a clutter-free desk. I like a clutter-free environment because then it helps me think clearly and think more in an organized manner. My fourth tip is deep work. So it actually ties into the Pomodoro Technique. Once I set the 25 minutes time, I make sure it's a distraction-free time. So sometimes I tell my kids, especially if I work from home and I homeschool my kids, so most of the time they're with me, I ask them not to disturb me during this uninterrupted work time where I focus, I dedicate deep work. So when you have the 25 minute, let's say that 4 cycles of 25 minutes of Pomodoro Technique, then you dedicate deep work time during that time, and then dedicate a 5-minute break where you can, get distracted and then go back to your Pomodoro Technique, deep work, and then again focus on your work before moving on to your next task. How can you have that deep work? So that means distraction-free work. That means sometimes you have to turn off your phone or put them on silent. I also sometimes close the tabs so I don't get interrupted by notifications or emails, especially if I need to do some like maybe editing work. I try to avoid distractions. Close the door. Even this blogging, I put my phone on silent. I make sure that I don't look at emails. I don't look at my WhatsApp notifications, because if you do that, then you lose focus. And do you know that it takes time for you to refocus back to work if you lost focus on the work that you're doing? Like, for example, there's the other day, I need to complete a presentation pitch for my client, but I continually get interrupted by calls. And that work, which I think should have been finished in 2 hours, extended to 4 hours just because of distractions. And because once you get distracted, you lose the momentum, and then you have to get back to the rhythm, and it takes time to get back to the rhythm before you finally focus again on your work. So try to focus on deep work, remove distractions, remove things that will distract you if you want to focus on something and finish that on time. My last and final strategy, which I really like, I also mentioned this in my previous episode, is the 2-minute strategy by David Allen. James Clear also mentioned this in his book, Atomic Habits, and this is something that is called the 2-minute rule. What is the 2-minute rule? If that task will only take 2 minutes, why write it down and why put it on the schedule when it can be done in 2 minutes? I know it might be like, I thought you're going to do tasks that is urgent and important, but if it takes 2 minutes only, then knock it off your list. Knocking off tasks on your list will also help you get motivated, will help you feel good about yourself, because once you knock off tasks on your list, and once your list of tasks is getting shorter, you'll feel accomplished and you'll feel motivated. So as a business owner, there's a lot of things we need to do. We have a long task list daily, and knocking off tasks from our list and responsibilities will really help us, and we'll feel we want to reward ourselves. It's like I said in my previous episode, also when you knock off things off your list, reward yourself, because we need breaks. We need to also take breaks and just dedicate time for work and dedicate time for ourselves and our families. So if you found value in this episode today, please hit the like button to subscribe, and have a blessed week. God bless you all.